Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of the Slow Run Cast. I'm your host, the Iraqi Balboa, joined by my friend and co-host, Derwin Luke, or as I prefer to call him, the Derwinator. This is going to be our run-of-the-mill, catch up on the news stories, talk about what we've been playing. It is Sunday, January 11th. The last time we recorded one of these special ones was on December the 22nd of 2025. So it's been 4 weeks. We've been releasing episodes in between, but because the news mill has been grinding rather slow for the holidays, we have not been talking about any video game news at all in the last 4 weeks. But the news has piled up now, and it's starting to trickle in. Everybody's back from holidays, so it's time to catch up or catch you all up on.
We'll quick fire these to you.
Right out of here. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Let's go. Let's go.
No Fate. Also, I want to talk a little bit about some of the games we've been playing on the break, because I've been playing some new games, Derwin. So we got some time. Let's sneak that in.
Yes.
I'm excited. Let's get going. Beginning of the year, as it always is, CES happened this week. I think it was relatively quiet compared to last year.
Yeah. I heard it was like not very good in terms of a show. Like not that many things to see, not that many cool things.
Yeah. I do have an article here from IGN by Jacqueline Thomas, which has a bunch of stuff here that maybe was video game related, pertains to video game stuff per se. So might be of any interest to the listeners, but we are getting a Steam OS version of the Lenovo Legion Go 2. That's not the S, that's the one with the detachable
Yes. The detachable
Joy-Cons.
Similar to the Switch. It runs the Z2 Legion Go. It runs the Intel chips, don't they?
This came out.
Legion
it already came out.
Go 2, right?
What's the word?
Yeah, no, it runs the Ryzen Z2 Extreme processors. So the same processor in the Xbox ROG Ally and stuff.
Yeah, it came out last year, correct? But this is just the Steam OS version.
Yeah, it did come out, and then now I guess this is the Steam OS version, which makes sense.
A whooping $1199.99, which is crazy.
That the same
$1,200
price?
No,
usually it's cheaper because you don't have to pay for the Windows license.
This is more expensive than what it was last year. It's $100 more.
Oh, well, I guess we'll see. Is this official pricing now that we're talking about?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not great.
Yeah. We got to look at DLSS 4.0 from NVIDIA at CES.
Isn't it? I thought it was 4.5 or something like that.
Sorry, you are absolutely correct. I said that wrong. 4.5.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a huge upgrade too. Like huge.
Did you see the trailer, the gameplay video of Resident Evil Requiem?
I just saw the quick overview in terms of differences, and it looks quite different. Like really good.
It's crazy. The ray tracing is insane. It's 6 times frame generation. It generates 5 frames per rendered frame.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. They showed it running with an RTX 5090, which we'll get to here in a bit.
Yes.
AMD is apparently making their gaming processor slightly better. This is the AMD Ryzen 9800 X3D that came out in late 2024. Yeah, so this new little update to it is the Ryzen 7 9850 X3D. So not a complete overhaul, but it's a 400 megahertz higher clock speed. Intel is making its own handheld gaming PC processor. Interesting. I don't know what this is going to be used in.
They had an Ultra chip in the MSI Claw.
Oh, was it in all MSI Claws or just like specific ones?
I think all of the MSI Claws. It's powered by Intel Core Ultra processors. I think the Intel Claw 8 AI Plus, that's a handful, is also a Intel chip. Yeah, Core Ultra 7 processor. So yeah. It makes sense. I mean, they got to make something at this point.
Got to keep up with the competition. Asus and Xreal are teaming up to make the Asus ROG Xreal R1 gaming glasses.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sounds like the Xbox ROG Ally X. Asus ROG Xreal R1 gaming glasses. I wonder if these ones are gonna be the ones, Derwin. They look pretty sleek.
I don't know. Or are they just going to be like an Xbox branded
Oculus?
Quest 3 S?
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last little one I talk about is, did you see this HyperX, this brain scanning gaming headset?
I didn't see this one. No.
I don't freaking know how this is going to work. I don't know how they could even claim this, but it's basically going to use sensors in the ear cups to scan your brainwaves. And then it has software to train you to relax and focus so you can lock in before your next match. This is nuts, bro.
No. I'm a traditionalist. How I lock in on video games is an energy drink and some Cheetos.
Yeah.
Sometimes a Mountain Dew.
Using steroids.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
It's weird. Yeah, nothing like wild per se at the CES event this year.
Yeah. We got a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah. The other thing that we did see, should we get to the 5090 stuff?
Let's get to the 5090 stuff, Derwin. You take the lead on this one, brother.
Yeah, they have a Matrix version of the 5090. It looks insane. It's got like the circle on it. It almost looks like it reminds me of half of Samus Aran's motorcycle in Metroid Prime 4.
Or Beyond, yeah.
Yeah, it looks wild. It's like red. It's got like this curve on the one end, and it's huge. It's a chunky boy. But yeah, the retail is pretty wild on this. It's supposed to be like 4,000 USD or something like that. It draws up to 800 watts of power and achieves 10% higher performance.
Dude,
like this is...
It's 4,900 Canadian.
Yeah. So the $5,000 GPUs are here. Welcome, everybody.
Is this the $5,000 GPU that NVIDIA has been rumored to, like, why? The rumors I saw is they were just going to push the price of the regular RTX 5090 to $5,000.
Yeah, I think that... I think that that's eventually going to happen, but we just so happen to see this guy come out first. Yeah, this thing looks wild, man.
The RTX 5090 came out for $2,000 last year. 2,000 USD. This is a what is that? 150% price increase.
Anyways, super cool. The last thing that we want to end with is they are releasing the 3060, and that's it. That's the end of the show.
Yep, they are re-releasing it's actually a claim right now. I don't think it's been actually.
Yeah, like confirmed.
Actually come out and said this, but they're saying they're going to re-release the GeForce RTX 3060.
Yeah, they're going to throw it back into production. I believe it. Like, I think the other manufacturers, like I said in the previous episode, are reproducing some of their older chips, and they're basically like
here you go, gamers.
Restarting that up to give to gamers, because that's basically what they'll be able to afford next year. Or this year.
While we're on the topic, do you remember like late last year when we were talking in the news cycle about news that NVIDIA was planning on discontinuing or cutting production to the 5060 and 5070 models of their GPUs? Yeah.
I think those are using the newer like protocols of GDDR memory. So that's probably why. Let's see. Let's double check that. GDDR7 for a 5060 Ti, and I think a 3060 uses GDDR5 or 6. So it's like an older standard, yeah, GDDR6. So it's an older standard of RAM that's not as fast. AI companies want the fastest stuff, right? So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So it's basically like discontinue these lower level ones that are new,
and just replace it with
higher level ones that are new. Increase the cost on the higher level ones that are new, and then re-release the older, lower level ones for gamers just so they shut the hell up. But like we're selling this to basically companies that are invested in AI. Like that's what it's looking like. Like that is our primary client. That's our biggest customer, and everything else is we're just going to keep you busy with these 3060s.
If you are planning on buying a 3060, please don't. Get the Intel version, the Intel cards instead. I think B580s they're called, and they're like $359, sometimes cheaper, and they run just as good as the 3060. You do deal with like the Intel drivers, but they've apparently fixed a lot of things, and it is pretty smooth sailing. So buy that instead. I think it will come with more memory as well. And we need another player in the GPU space. Just can't be all NVIDIA with like 99% of the market share or something like that.
Yeah. There's even speculation with all this increased cost of RAM that the prices of the consoles may see a delay out of 2027, which is when we believe they're scheduled to come out, based on previous kind of historical track record for console release windows. Yeah, just because of all these RAM price increases, it might push the console manufacturers to be like, hey, you know what? We want nothing to do with this. Right now, we'll wait till, this AI bubble bursts, if it does. Derwin, speaking of consoles and moving along to Xbox, apparently their console is going to basically be like a Windows PC with with the Microsoft kind of OS new thing.
Yeah, the Xbox experience or whatever.
Yeah. And the only difference between it and just a regular PC, which you can also run the Xbox experience on, is going to be its capability of playing Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S titles. Because technically you will not be able to carry over that library to your thing if your new console is just a PC.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. But sure. I guess that makes sense.
Do
I love it? No, but.
I mean, they'll have to. Otherwise, they're already killed themselves, but if they want to stay alive, they have to. In 11 days, we are going to get the annual Xbox Developer Direct. This is the 4th time they do this thing. They have announced 3 games that we're going to see. 2 from Playground Games, Fable and Forza Horizon 6. And usually if we see a game in one of these Developer Directs, it means that game is scheduled to release that year and will come out that year. The 3rd game is, do you remember this title, Derwin? Beast of, what's it called? Beast of Damnation or something like that?
The Game Freak one, right?
Beast of Reincarnation, yes. The upcoming game from Game Freak that is not a Pokemon game that actually looks good because Game Freak seemingly has some budget behind them.
Yeah, it's their first AAA title by Game Freak outside the Pokemon series. That's insane.
Looks really good. I'm excited to see what that game is going to look
like.
Dude,
the director is Kota Furushima, who previously worked on the battle system and sound for various Pokemon titles. Man, this guy was like getting his powers sealed away or something. It's like, no. We don't want you to do any of this. We want you to use 1990. When was the game Pokemon out? 1993 or something like that? 1990. We want you just to use the same system from then. That's all you get to do. Crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I feel like they need a redemption arc, these guys.
Do you think the character will just like move forward a little bit and then there will be some sort of stupid animation on the enemy? No. Just exactly like Pokemon game? That'd be crazy.
I think Game Freak has what it takes to make a good game. I just don't think they ever had the budget behind them. It's actually interesting. I thought Game Freak was like owned by Nintendo. How are they even allowed to do this right now?
Yeah. I don't think they are, but they probably work very hand in hand. It's like when everybody thought Pokemon Go was actually like made by Game Freak.
Oh, they're not. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. Or like
the company owned by Saudi Arabia now.
Yeah, and everybody was like buying into like Nintendo stock or something like that, but it actually wasn't even owned by Nintendo. Yeah, this game looks so good. I'm looking at the trailer again. I'm like, oh, this got some like Black Myth Wukong vibes almost.
Beast of Reincarnation. Yeah, I should look this one up. Yeah, so this is scheduled for January 22nd, 11 a.m. Pacific time. That would be 11 a.m. Mountain time. Derwin, every year when they do this, they've been doing this for 3 years already, they have a secret game. You want me to refresh your memory on what the secret game was?
Yeah, let's do it.
In 2023, the 4 games they showed were the update for Elder Scrolls Online, Minecraft Legends, Redfall. Oh, remember Redfall?
Redfall.
And Forza Horizon Motorsport. And the secret game, which was shadow dropped, was Hi-Fi Rush. That was the first Xbox Developer Direct. Developer Direct 2024 had Aura, History Untold, Avowed, Visions of Mana, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2 with a release date, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. One of these games did not actually make it to 2024, so I'm going to take back my claim that whenever they show a game on this, it's going to come out that year. Avowed actually was going to come out fall 2024, if you remember, and ended up getting delayed to Spring 2025. Or February, at least it wasn't spring. Last year, we had Doom the Dark Ages, South of Midnight, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. And the secret game was actually 2. There was a bonus. It was Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, playable today. And then it was Ninja Gaiden 4 as well, which came out that year. Derwin, what do you think the secret game is going to be? What do you think the secret 4th game is going to be here?
We are already getting Horizon, getting Fable, getting Game Freak's game.
Based on the track record,
Right?
it's a game that we don't even know exists. Actually,
know.
in 2024, the secret game was Visions of Mana, which I can't remember if we knew existed.
I don't know
Usually
what
a
it
game
would
we
be.
don't even know exists. We did not even know Ninja Gaiden 4 existed.
Is it Half-Life 3? Just kidding. I don't know, man. It could be anybody's guess, I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna even throw my hat into this.
The rumor mill that's been going around is, and I don't know if this is going to happen, but we've been hearing a lot about some Xbox, some Bethesda game, or like Blizzard games possibly that are going to show up sometime soon. There's reports that Machine Games is working on a Wolfenstein 3. I think that is way too early for this, because Wolfenstein 3 would be like, they just released Indiana Jones about what?
Yeah, and then they worked on the Great Circle DLC too, right?
Yeah,
which could have been done earlier, but you never know.
And then they're also working on a Rainbow Six Siege style multiplayer title, apparently.
Potentially,
its software could be returning to Quake or Hexen, but that's really early too, I think, because they just released Doom the Dark Ages. I can't imagine that would be something. There's reports of a Fallout New Vegas remake, but there's also all conflicting reports that are happening simultaneously about a Fallout 3 remake. So
okay, yeah, could be either or.
I don't know. And then there's apparently a Starfield shooter likely to be revealed at BlizzCon 2026.
Starcraft shooter.
Starcraft shooter. Yes, I am sorry.
Yes, I'm excited for this.
Really, you're a Starcraft guy?
Oh, yeah, I love the original Starcraft. I actually watched like the Starcraft tournaments here and there.
Nice.
Yeah, like when the Koreans play. Yeah.
Wow. Things
Yes.
about the Derwinator.
Yeah, ASL and GSL. Yep.
That one I think they're going to save for BlizzCon 2026 is what the word on the street is. Whatever that shooter is going to be. So I don't know if it's going to be any of this stuff. Like this, all these rumors feel very, very far out. Maybe the Fallout New Vegas remake sort of thing. That sounds kind of real.
Reasonable. You never know.
Fallout 3, yeah, I don't know. But, according to VGC, the game is reportedly a promising indie title from a third-party publisher.
So it'd probably be like a brand new name, brand new IP kind of deal.
Yeah, and I don't think it's first party, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't have a clue. We also got news that Obsidian is coming to PS5 this year. Or not Obsidian, Avowed. Obsidian's Avowed is coming to PS5 this year. Yeah. With new game modes and new content. Derwin, over the break, I don't think this is going to be our secret game. I'll be honest with you. I'm done predicting this is like going to show up at everything. But we got a status check on Marvel's Blade, where the creator said they are super proud of their special game that they are creating on X. This was like the day before Christmas or
something like that.
But yeah, he went to Twitter to basically say,
Yeah, it was basically after our episode where I was like, Marvel's Blade is not coming and Rise of Hydra is, or something like that. Yeah.
I'm looking at this article from Insider Gaming and I'm reading this comment where it's like, if this flops, will Microsoft finally close Arcane? They are a dump. Them, Rare, Turn 10, Ninja Theory, Compulsion, Double Fine, Obsidian, Halo Studios, Coalition, Machine Games, Undead Labs, and this guy grammatically has no freaking idea how to write a sentence. Is he saying to dump them, or he's saying they're a dump? But then he proceeds to list all these studios.
Like all of the studios that Rare, are part of Xbox.
You're going to dump Rare, okay. Turn 10, okay. Ninja Theory, we talked about that in my other episode, in my prediction on the other episode. Compulsion, Double Fine. Obsidian? You're going to dump Obsidian? Halo Studios, okay, sure, whatever. The Coalition, like, dude, they got freaking Gears of War.
So this guy basically just wants them to be Activision Blizzard.
He's saying Machine Games. Dude, they just had Indiana. Undead Labs, okay. And fire Phil, Aaron, Sarah, and Matt, okay. And then one guy's like, yeah, no, screw this game and Marvel Disney. Blade was created by Mary Wolfman and like Marv Wolfman and all his Marvel characters. He received no payment for them and is supposed to own the characters given he never signed a work for hire contract. Well, this guy's basically saying don't support this game.
Yeah, but that's how most of the superheroes are. They basically were made by people and they never got the credit or payout for it. It's nothing special, unfortunately.
Do you want to hear a crazy rumor that's been going around?
Yeah, do it. Let's hear it.
Apparently, there's a new Witcher 3 DLC expected to release in May 2026. And it is rumored to take place in a new region. That new region is called, I'm going to have to search this up, Zerikania, which doesn't mean anything to do, but it's a desert region. Yeah. Witcher 3
Crazy.
The Wild Hunt DLC in 2026. Crazy stuff, man. It's been like, when did Blood and Wine come out? Must have been like 2019 or 18 or something. Maybe even earlier.
Crazy.
Witcher 3. They had the next gen update for it in, I think, 2023, the port. This is a game I really need to go back and finish. It's always on the back of my mind. This is one where I'm just like, yo, dude, I really need to give this game like a proper chance besides like, you know, playing it for 10, 15 hours. Like I really need to indulge myself into this game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll try it when Witcher 4 comes out. I've never played it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to commit that much time to it. Like, I hear it's really, really good, but that's the time. I can't even finish friggin' Indiana Jones, and that's like a 39-hour completionist run, as you were telling me earlier.
Take me back to the good old days when I had freaking time.
Right.
I have to record these podcast episodes in my gaming time. Yeah, Blood and Wine. Oh, I don't know why I thought Blood and Wine came out in like 2019. It came out in 2016. The next gen update came out in 2022. I remember there was a Switch version in 2020. Yeah. I don't think this is CD Projekt Red, the main group that's working on this DLC from the word on the street. I don't know, man. Witcher 3, always a game that's been on my mind to like go back and like really play. But like you said, trying to carve out piece of time like that and the tight release schedule has been tough. Excited to see how that's going to turn out. Derwin, you know what is not going to come out? A Baldur's Gate 3 Switch 2 port. Larian previously talked about that the Switch 2 port is up to Wizards of the Coast, and word on the street from Nate the Hate is that their relationship right now with Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast is not healthy. So if you were expecting a
Switch 2
version of Baldur's Gate 3, I would not hold my breath anytime soon for that. And then speaking of the Switch 2, apparently sales slowed over Christmas, down 35% in the US compared to the Switch 1 on launch year.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I just think that their new games aren't enticing people to buy it. And like all their big games have been basically a Switch 1 game as well, right? Like Metroid, playable on Switch 1. I guess Bonanza wasn't.
Kong Bonanza. No, not Mario Kart, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
But has there been any other titles that are selling?
Pokemon's been on both. Metroid's been on both. Kirby hasn't been on both. I also think maybe people just bought it sooner, thinking maybe like if anybody actually wanted to buy it as a gift, maybe they hopped onto it earlier, thinking they were afraid while supplies last sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then also it didn't really get a sale at around Christmas time. So why would anyone buy it around Christmas time when they could have just bought it before?
Yeah.
Considering
people were buying PS5s anyways, right? They were busy buying PS5s because that was on sale. It was a good deal.
Yeah, maybe they bought that instead of the Switch 2. So I don't know. And then speaking of Larian's backtracked on their AI use for Divinity concept art and writing. Do you remember this whole debacle late last year?
Yeah, they got huge flack for it.
Yeah, so they're basically Sven Vinky was like, okay, fine, you annoying guys, not out of conviction, because he proceeded to say generative AI can help in some areas of development, but Larian's basically saying they won't use it for concept art generation.
Specifically Divinity, yeah.
They're not going to use it for concept art generation or for like writing, because what the idea was is they'd use it to like help them fill in the gaps with some of the writing and some of the concept art, and then they eventually take it out. You know, they use it just to speed up some things as a build-up tool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why these people even have a say in this. Like, run the company that you want to run and believe in the conviction of your product, right?
I think for a company like Larian, because they're like fan first.
Yeah.
They're consumer first. That's the way they market themselves. Like, this is not EA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you have to you still have to like know when your customer is wrong and do what you want to do.
The
right?
customer could be wrong, but I don't think it matters if it's going to hit your profit line at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If it's going to affect your bottom line, then it doesn't matter if the customer's wrong.
Yeah.
You have to do.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes the customer is wrong and you got to stick to your conviction, but like it just really depends on the scenario. Like, you know, looking back to Steve Jobs, like he took out the headphone port and stuff like that, but like ultimately it led to, you know, creation of a new product that everybody loves. Oops. The AirPods, right? And like just wireless headphones in general, like way better than the wired stuff, in my opinion, and in many people's opinions, right?
Oh, so way better for functionality. We'll find out how way better it is for your freaking brainwaves here in a bit, and for your freaking biology.
I mean, if you're gonna let this earmuff read your brainwaves, what's stopping the AirPods from doing it?
From CES, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of AI, Sony has patented a technology that can play the game for you. An AI technology where you let it take the wheel and it plays the game for you. Bro, if you suck this much, just don't freaking play the game. If
just
you
watch
can't even
somebody
drop
play
it on
it.
easy
Just
and
watch
get
a
it done, what's the
stream.
freaking point?
Yeah, just watch a streamer play it, right? At that point. But yeah, I don't know. This was a weird one. Sony was always having this idea, I think, right? Because they have those help cards on their first party games. So this is just the next iteration of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. They have like the game feature. It's the game feature where it gives you hints and tips and images and even video walkthroughs. Yeah, I could see this like if you're really like struggling on one section or something and you really just don't want to deal with it, you just let it take the wheel.
Yeah, like I would probably let AI try and do that stupid jump quest, that clear obscure jump quest thing. Like that's something I would never want to play.
AI couldn't do that if it wanted to. It can't do that freaking if it wanted to. You know what I would have let AI do was get that stupid the platinum trophy I got for Skate Story.
Yeah.
Where I had to do the last trophy I had was like do 100,000 tricks or something in the game. If you do the math and you can like pull off one trick a second, it was literally a ridiculous number. I'd have to do the math again, but it was like 3 hours of literally pressing the same button over and over again at the perfect time. I'd let AI do that again.
Right. Yeah. You know, there's some things that I would definitely use it for, but it would be more for like farming, like the 100% more than like actually enjoying the game.
That's a good point.
Per se. Yeah.
If I could get it to like farm something, or if I could get it to play, like, you know how there's like missable trophies or something? If I could get it to play the game to get to a point where I could
get that missable trophy.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Maybe why not? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'll take everything I said back about this little Sony AI thing. It might actually be very useful.
all I had to do was sell it in a certain way where it helped you get a trophy. Okay, what if I put it behind the PlayStation? What's the highest tier?
Extra or premium.
Yeah, extra or premium. What if I put it under premium? You had to pay the premium in order to get the AI technology, but it could do all of the things that I said that it could do, or we discussed that it could do. Would you pay it?
Yeah, I'm already subscribed to premium.
So you already got the features. Gotcha.
I subscribed to premium to do the streaming thing.
Gotcha.
Derwin,
PS5 jailbreak rumors.
Do you understand this jailbreak situation where you can now jailbreak these PS5s and you can't, like, no firmware update can stop it?
Yeah, I was reading into it. So basically this one Star Wars game, for the PS4, which is obvious, which the PS5
is. PS4 or the 2?
I was re-released on PS4 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was re-released or something like that, and they didn't patch it or something like that. And it basically allows you to get like whatever access that you require. So like these are, you still have to know how to like hack into your PS5 basically, but this game allows it, and that's why it's gone up so many percentage points. It's so that the hackers have access to it. You could basically lend out this game to people, and it could potentially, and your PS5 could potentially be hacked. So they just want to basically secure a copy. That's why it's led to like a steep increase in
like
price.
$500 on eBay right now.
Yeah, I don't know how the hack works itself. I'd have to take a deeper look. But I mean, we might see a PS5 hack, but I feel like it's still very hard to emulate and stuff like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, so this is crazy. It's a PS2 game, And it was later added digitally to the PlayStation Store for the PlayStation 3 in April of 2015, and then to the PS4 on January of 2016. And then on October 2019, the PS4 version was released physically in both a standard and collector's edition in limited quantities by Limited Run Games.
Yeah. There's a very small amount of them.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, but this game will basically allow PS5 to be jailbroken.
It's crazy. Limited Run Games is like, this is not the first time that they released something that there was like those NES cartridges that completely destroyed your NES if you plugged them in. So Limited Run Games released a physical version of a game that could literally jailbreak a PS5.
Hey, it's a winner. It could be a win. It's a gamble. Who knew that this game would be like the one that would cause jailbreaks for PS5, right?
Who the heck could have even figured this out? Lawyer up, Limited Run. Yeah, this is crazy. This is a crazy, what do you call it? Crazy development.
Mm-hmm.
Find out soon what's going to happen here. Derwin, did you see the Hyperpop collection for controllers and console covers?
Yeah, I'm not sold.
Man, the red one looks pretty cool.
Oh my god, you and your red colored controllers.
Red and black, if the two colors like contrast, like I love them.
They're like Darth Vader colors.
Oh, they are Darth Vader colors.
Yeah,
like,
have you
it's
noticed
amazing.
that? All of these are
really
technically
cool.
Star Wars colors. So like the red is for Darth Vader, green is for Luke Skywalker, blue is for, I guess not really Rey, but it'd be for Obi-Wan.
Is Obi-Wan blue?
Yep, he's got the blue. Obi-Wan is blue lightsaber.
Yeah. What's Qui-Gon, yellow?
Qui-Gon was green as well. I'm almost positive. Green lightsaber.
Dude. Yeah. I'm looking at this article. I'm looking at these. I'm sorry. I'm going to digress. This is from Insider Gaming. They're showing the things. And the only comment on this is Square Enix caught lying again. They said they would focus on Japanese games, not Western, but are lying. Killer Inn coming out, and apparently a new Life is Strange despite the last one flopping. But no news on Kingdom Hearts 4. Shareholders have every right to be mad and pull out.
The guy with one stock in Square Enix.
His name is Elon, by the way.
That's funny.
I don't know. I like the red one, bro. The red one might be a cop.
Nah, nothing. No
blue
thanks.
One's nice too. The blue one's nice too.
I'm a Genshin Impact kind of boy. I've got
I wish the blue
pre-ordered.
one- Yeah, I know you do. Sicko.
Heavy sweating, heavy panting. I've got that pre-ordered, man. Anyways, that was a big digression.
That was a big digression. Derwin, let's talk a little bit about the world of multiplayer games and concurrent player counts, which seems to be like the gauge of how well a game is doing. But the Battlefield 6 concurrent player counts after the holiday season seems to have taken a big plummet down, with its peak player being 747,000 at launch. It is now, its 24-hour peaks are like 84 or 80,000 people. So that is a great that is a great percentage drop. Which usually I would say that's normal. Whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, people are still playing the game.
And that's still a pretty healthy number, right? For sure. But the interesting thing, dude, is our creators, bro. Still going strong, man. Still going strong. Only lost about 50%, even less, than its peak player count for when it dropped. It's sitting at 276,000. Its peak player count was 481,000. It is still going solid, man. It's actually maintained a longer kind of tail of engagement, which is cool for sure. On the other hand, the re-release of the fumbled Splitgate 2, rebranded as Splitgate Arena Reloaded, it's not doing good at all. No interest whatsoever.
You think they're going to re-release it a third time?
It currently has 887 24-hour peak count. I wonder what the hell Concord's was. Yeah, such a shame that the marketing cycle of that game was completely botched with that stupid freaking dev going up on stage and saying make first-person shooters great again, or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was that great anyways. Let's see the highest concurrent player I think of for launch. Oh, it wasn't very good. August 2024, 607 concurrent players. All-time peak 17 months ago, 697, yeah. So it's still doing better than Concord.
Doing better than Concord, not by a lot. This is dead on arrival. Dude, what do you think is going to happen with that freaking first-person game, the one that took the main spot at...
High Guard?
Yeah. Is this going to do this kind of number?
I think it's gonna do this. Realistically, I don't think it's. I think it. People might play it because it looks terrible. Like,
For D.
you know, like people that play Game Pass games that are just about to leave the platform. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, it's a little dig to you, but yeah, I feel like you know some people might check it out.
Oh, so you're
They're-
talking shit right now. You weren't just saying that. No, okay. That's
Yeah,
me.
definitely talking a little bit of shit.
I'm not ashamed yet. Just leave
No,
Game Pass.
I-
Let's play it for 5 minutes.
No, so I
then buy it
definitely
if I
feel
like
like we're gonna have like some situation where it does have a high concurrent player count because it's like, oh, it looks so bad. Like, what is it? Kind of deal, and then it'll drop off, and then it might probably do better than Concord in this. Because I honestly think that it looks better than Splitgate when I saw the trailer for it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it
tough
doesn't have
competition
horses.
out there, man.
Splitgate doesn't have horses.
Competition out there, man. It's tough. Like, you're really risking. I'm curious to see how other games are doing. Like, Helldivers still has pretty good, like 41,000. I think that's pretty decent. For a game like that. I wonder how Call of Duty's doing. Yikes. 552,000. Anyway, Erwin, let's move on to some other news stories just to close this episode off. Ubisoft has closed a Halifax studio after the employees attempted to unionize, and there are some updates that CWA, what is CWA Canada?
A
Workers-
Canadian Workers Association, probably.
Yeah, has issued a statement regarding the shutdown, and they're saying in Canada it's unlawful for business to close because its workers decided to unionize. While we are not saying that this is what happened here, we are demanding information from Ubisoft about the reason for the sudden decision to close. It sounds like it's because they unionized.
Yeah.
Also sounds like
CWA is the media union. So yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah, 71 people lost their jobs. I believe this is the studio that was working on 2 mobile games. There was an Assassin's Creed one, and I think there was a Rainbow Six Siege mobile game that have probably presumably been shut down as well. I don't know, or they just never came out. Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, we also know what happened at Ubisoft. Like, they took all their good IP that they cared about, sent it to Vantage Studios, and everybody who didn't get moved to Vantages.
Yeah, left on a
is gonna
sinking
have to-
boat.
Yeah, fortunate for sure. Derwin, the DICE Award nominations have been announced, and I'm not going to go through them all, but I thought I saw something very interesting here. And there's a lot of interesting things on these nominations, but I'm going to skip right to Game of the Year. And I can't help but notice only one game in common is nominated on Game of the Year at the DICE Awards. To Game of the Year, the what do you call it? The Game Awards, Game of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
The nominees at the DICE Awards are Arc Raiders, Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Dispatch, and Ghost of Yote. No Hades 2, no Hollow Knight Silk Song, no Donkey Kong Bonanza, no Death Stranding 2, no Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Crazy. Just Claire Obscure.
Just Claire Obscure. Literally the other way around. Like,
Yeah, it's like basically the alternate timeline. Arc Raiders, Blueprints, Claire Obscure, Dispatch, Ghost of Yote.
it is the alternate timeline of what possibly could have get nominated at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
The DICE Awards, of course, are voted for by developers, if I'm not mistaken, versus the Game Awards that are
okay.
voted by critics. So it's the devs that kind of get to pick who amongst their peers wins it all. So I think that's going to happen in February. If I'm not mistaken, that's when the DICE Awards usually happens. February 12th.
Yeah, February
Thursday,
12th.
February 12th at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. So it's a late one. Derwin, 007 First Light has been delayed out of March to May 2026, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fine.
all right. And that time of the year is now empty because GTA 6 has been delayed. I think this was GTA 6's old release date even. Was it? I think it was the old release date for GTA 6, May 2027. Yeah, or May 7, 2026. Yeah. Exactly 2 months. The old release date was March 27. Yeah, I think it frees it up. It was a little bit busy there late March. But then Soros also got delayed. So now March really only has, I think, Crimson Desert. I think that's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll go through that in the next
We'll
episode.
go through that in the next episode, yeah. The last little news story is Harada has finally moved on from being the lead or the head of Tekken at Bandai Namco. I think he already wasn't the head for some time. They were like transitioning roles. But he says, I am no longer a developer creator of the Tekken series. And then he says, Harada_Tekken is completely dead. Pretty intense way to say goodbye.
Yeah, that's his own handle on X.
Yeah. Harada_Tekken is completely dead. Okay, bro. That's intense.
Okay, that's
it was great. We had a good time.
And I don't think you can really take away that he's the creator of the Tekken series. Like, yeah, you're no longer a developer with the Tekken series, but you're still the creator. It's like Steve Jobs coming out of nowhere. It's like, I'm not the creator of Apple. Apple is dead.
Apple is dead. Anyway.
It's a little bit unhinged, but I like the drama.
I do too. That's it for news for this week and for the last 4 weeks, actually. But the news has been coming in a little bit more heavy here. So we're going to have another news week next week. But Derwin, I want to turn our attention to what we've been filling our little Christmas time playing. Because we haven't been talking about the games we played since about, that last news episode we had. And usually I offer the floor to you to talk about what you've been playing, but I'm just going to steal it. Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm only playing one thing. I'll just say it real quick. One thing, Indiana Jones, great story. Love the narrative. I will do like a full review once I'm fully done, more or less.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I picked up 2 games over the break. I'm trying to fill in time with games that I missed in 2025.
Yes.
So the 2 games I picked up were Dispatch and Arc Raiders. Wow, man. I am having the time of my life. I'll start with Dispatch. Okay. Dispatch was a game that was not on my radar. Wasn't even thinking about it. Even when it came out with good reviews, I was like, whatever. You played it.
And I was telling you to play it too.
You were. I was like, yeah, whatever, Dispatch. Then I kind of was sitting, I fell off Metroid Prime 4. I had just played Skate Story. I think I talked on the show about Skate Story, which came to PS Plus on December 8th. Yeah, the middle tier. Skate Story was great. I got the platinum. It's a 7 out of 10 indie game. It's not the greatest skateboarding game ever. It's not a bad skateboarding game. It's not the greatest indie game ever. I did not really like the platinum. The platinum was kind of annoying, but I felt like I committed to it because I was already so far along. But the vibes and the art were really great. 7 out of 10 game. I would recommend. It's not that long. It's like 6, 7, 8 hours long. So then I was like, I want to play something a little bit more chill, bro. I don't really want to get into anything heavy. And I picked up Dispatch. Oh my God, Derwin.
Yes. Amazing, right?
I love Dispatch. Change my game of the year list that we literally just did 2 weeks ago. Holy smokes. This game is incredible. The writing is incredible. I don't really do these telltale kind of games where there's like decision, like these Detroit Become Humans, these like
Left 4 Dead, or not Dead, not Left 4 Dead. Frank.
God, the zombie one. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Or games like Until Dawn or any of this stuff. I really don't screw with them. There was one that I played that had that stop motion it was associated with Xbox. It came out in 21 or 22 that I really loved. As Dusk Falls. That one I played with my wife and my sister-in-law and her husband. That was really good. But yeah, I usually don't play these games, man. Oh my God, I love this game. The writing was great. It is short, sweet, 8 hours long, broken up into episodes that are an hour each, beautifully contained. Each episode, has like the story part, the dispatching part, the end part. So basically, just from a high level, you are a kind of a fallen superhero who gets a second chance at doing superhero work by becoming a superhero dispatcher, where you basically work for a call center where people call with their problems, and you run a team of superheroes that you dispatch.
Technically, in this case, yes.
They're ex-villains. They're the Z team, right? Who you dispatch to different jobs based on their skill levels and their strengths and weaknesses. So there's it's a little mini game in this game where you like kind of pick and choose the strategy of who you're going to dispatch where. And it happens in every episode somewhere in the middle. And then there's also like these little hacking levels that are also like that you do as well. But then otherwise, it's just really a show that you sit and watch, and you make decisions as the show goes on to kind of see where the story goes. There's meandering little paths that will take the story in different directions. Dude, it's written so good. The characters are written so good.
Yeah.
Like
I love all the characters, hey?
Love them, hate them, written so good. I think the romance options are really good and really nuanced too. The problems and the trials of tribulations of everyone happening in that game. The main character, who is voiced by Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul, yes.
Yeah. So, dude, it's such a good game, such a wonderful game. I cannot recommend this enough. I mean, if you could even play it with a partner, if you're just sitting down and like watching it together, and you maybe make decisions together, that would be fun too. Maybe the dispatching part won't be as fun because it's more of like a single player thing.
The hacking part was the weakest part of the game, though, right?
I think so, but I still loved it, and I still love the dispatching. I love the dispatching.
Yeah, dispatching is my favorite part actually of the game, along with like the story. Yeah, it's a fun time. Like you get to like hear the banter between all the heroes. And it's a good time.
And the way it like connects with all the story, such a good game. Like the character writing, even the animation, everything. Oh my god, it's so good. I love the characters. I love Blonde Blazer. I love Invisigal. I love the whole crew from like Flambe to Golem to Malevola to Coop to man, I love him, dude. There's one scene, I don't want to spoil it, when he's going around and freaking, what do you call it?
Yeah.
The comedy in this game is so nuanced. It's so well written.
Dude, I was on a plane when that wet dream was happening, and I'm sitting beside a random, right? And like I'm like starting the episode, I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? And I had to like turn the screen and like turn on the volume. It was so bad.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that was bad.
You were playing it on the ROG Ally?
Yeah, I was playing on the ROG Ally, and I was not expecting that. I literally just sat down on the flight, so people are just kind of sitting, looking around, and I'm just like straight up watching some smut. Oh, it was bad.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I love this game, Derwin. I have played it once. I've already completed it once.
Yes.
I could tell you offline what the endings I got is. I don't really want to spoil it to anyone. I don't really want to get too much into the story. I am playing it again, and I am halfway through a second playthrough because I want to see another scenario, and I think I'm gonna play it one more time because I want to see a third scenario.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, and I'll explain why. But I love Dispatch. I cannot recommend it enough. It was like $38. I don't think it's on sale anymore, but I think it was on sale during the holidays on the PlayStation Store. Great game. I loved every minute. Cannot recommend it enough. Dispatch. If I had to sit back and look at my rankings for what was last year, it's still tight. I still think Ghost of Yote is stuck there and Clair Obscur is stuck there. They're not moving anywhere. And same with Split Fiction and Elden Ring Night Rain. But Dispatch, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance, there's competition.
Yeah. We'll have to revisit this. I can't wait for you to revisit this at the end of this year.
Yeah, for sure. The next game I have been playing is Arc Raiders, Derwin. I have finally hopped into Arc Raiders. I regret not hopping into Arc Raiders earlier. I think it was just the release of Ghost of Yote and the fact that we had just bought Battlefield 6. It's kind of like, I don't want to hop into another multiplayer game while I'm playing Battlefield 6. As the Christmas break went by, did not pick up Battlefield 6 once to play. And also didn't pick up Arc Raiders because I was waiting for that Elden Ring Night Rain DLC, which has been a negative dopamine game because it's freaking so hard. And it's so annoying. It's like learning the game all over again. I finally went into Arc Raiders, picked it up. It was also on sale, like $45. Yeah, I'm a little bit more mixed on Arc Raiders. I'm not going to sit here and say like it's the greatest game of all time, like I just said about Dispatch. But yeah, I'm mixed for several reasons. I'm not done with the game. It's not like I'm giving up. It's not like I'm not having fun, but I don't feel like I'm at the point where I'm like having the maximum fun. Basically, for those who don't know, it's an extraction shooter. There's like 5 maps in the game. You don't unlock all the maps right away. You unlock them incrementally as you level up. The maps are harder and harder and harder. It's a PvPvE. So you go into the world. There's this thing called Arc, which is like this robot alien technology that fights you. They can range from anywhere to a tiny little tick pod, which is a little spider that hops on you. Oh my God. Basically, you go into these worlds, 5 maps. You unlock them incrementally. What you really do is loot. That's the point of the game. And you loot, and what do you do with the loot? You basically just improve your capability of making better weapons and items to go into the world again to loot better stuff. Like, that's the game cycle. Really, that's the core of the game is you are looting, and you are discovering locations to find better and better loot. They do things where there's like workbenches that help you craft things, and those workbenches need loot to upgrade, first to unlock and then to upgrade the benches. And then there's blueprints that you use to craft specific things, and then there's money that there's stuff you sell, and there's stuff you recycle. But really, that's the cycle. You go into a world, you look for stuff, you take the stuff, you try to extract with it, you improve incrementally every single time, you get more experience, you level up your ability to, withstand damage and have more stamina and stuff like that. And you go going more and more. And the game also helps you. I think it really helps you. It guides you with this thing called missions, where there's missions in the game that you could do, but they kind of give you a purpose instead of wandering senselessly. Like you usually go in with a task at hand. So every time you go into the world, it's not just like, let's see what happens sort of thing. It's you have a task at hand. You have something in mind. Your thing in mind is, okay, I picked up these missions. Maybe I'll try to do these missions. Or I have a key card for a specific room on a specific map in a specific building that has good loot. Let's try to hit up that room over there. So you plan your entrance and you plan your escape. You cannot loot every single thing on the map. You can't just keep looting and looting. You have a limited amount of like loot space anyway, right? So it makes no sense. You usually have to go with something in mind. You go in, you come out. That's really the cycle of the game. The PvP is optional, but you do have to like sometimes kill these things so you could get their loot. And the PvE is really optional, really. And the game, it has matchmaking that is based on how aggressive you are as a player.
Yes, that article came out the same week that you told me that you picked up Arc Raiders, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he's experiencing any of this.
Yeah, for sure. It's weird because I want to do PvE. Like, I think that's the fun part of the game.
Okay.
Frankly, the fun part of the game to me is there's like a dull fun. There's like the Animal Crossing fun of like, let's
collecting
get just
stuff
and improve my workbenches and improve my guns and improve my stuff. There's that Animal Crossing fun.
Yeah, it's the capitalism fun.
Yeah, the capitalism fun. And then there's the other fun of the game, which is the high tension fun. The funnest matches you do in Arc Raiders are the high tension ones where you think you're not going to make it out. Whether it's because of other enemy players or whether it's because of like enemies, like computer enemies, the Ark, or whether it's because you really have really high loot and you're really afraid like you're going to lose it. Puts the tension up. So when you're running a match where it's like, okay, we're going to go to a really risky place, let's hope we can extract out of here, I think it puts the tension up for that game. That's when it's like the maximum fun. The tension is really high. I had a really high tension like yesterday where like we had really good loot. We were getting out. We looked at the extract location and there was a crew sitting there. And I had suspected foul play because I was like, oh, dude, these guys are booby trapping people. We're going to extract. And I was like, told my buddy to just wait. And then I saw like another group come in and they hit the button and they're going to extract. These guys pulled up on them and took them out. And I just sit there in the bush with like my gun pointed at these guys' heads as they're looting the other bodies. And I had my loot was so high that I didn't want to risk a gunfight with them. So I waited till they effed off and actually extracted out until I went out and extracted out after that. So I didn't have to deal with them, right? There's been a few times where the gunfights actually like get a little bit hectic at the end. But to be honest with you, it's a lot of like that. You've seen that great game theory sort of like game where it's like, okay, you and your buddy could get 50% of a good thing if you both say like give it to him, or one of you could get 100% and the other person could get 0. If he says like, okay, Derwin, I'll give you this thing. And if you tell me, oh, I'm not going to give you my 50%, then you get 100%, I get 0. Or both of us could get 0, right? So there's like this weird like dilemma. It makes sense to me to just be the 50-50 person. So most interactions I have with people is they're very friendly interactions. Even on trios, everybody was saying on trios it's more hectic. Even on trios, most of my interactions have been very friendly with people, right? We usually just like say like, yo, I'm here, I'm in the building, I'm friendly, I'm not going to do anything to you. And yeah, I really believe this matchmaking thing because
you haven't run into
games, I rarely come. But then I'm mixed about it because it's like I also want to fight people actually.
Yeah,
but then I'm like,
it adds to the fun, right? Yeah, you need a little bit of mix up.
But it's like I also don't want to fight these random dudes that are like peaceful. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've made the matchmaking hit a point where I'm in lobbies with nice people. So to get out of those lobbies, I have to kill the nice people.
You have to be the a-hole.
Yeah, but I don't feel good about it, right? But the thing is about this game, if somebody has already planned to kill you, dude, they already have the lead on you. I've never succeeded in a gunfight where the other guy's already like it's Machiavellian. Like these guys, if they've already plotted to kill you, they have the lead. If you're trying to guess it, it's like geopolitics. I don't want to get too much. It's like, it's like USA, Venezuela, Iran, Greenland. You know what I mean? Like if Trump's already planning, you're cooked. You can't just wait and react to see how it goes.
Yeah, you have to be preemptive and
Preemptive, yeah. I don't know. There's still a lot to play to this game. This game reminds me a little bit of Helldivers, where I know they're different kind of games, but Helldivers I felt was a little bit grindy, because without it being a little bit grindy, like the game would run out of content pretty fast. So it felt like you had to do it a lot to get to where you want to be, just to give the game life, like a lifeline. This one feels the same. Like I feel like I've played like 15, 20 hours and I'm still mostly just going into the first map. Anytime I go into any of the other maps, I feel like I'm getting smoked. They're really high, like they're more high risk, and I have to be a little bit more cautious. I haven't even like effed with like 50% of the computer enemies, because literally they will destroy you. Like I only F with the lower tier computer enemies, and even then, if I F with them when there's like a mob of them, I'm in trouble.
You get wrecked.
It's like you get wrecked. So I still feel like there's a long way to go. Like even you look at the skill tree, like I'm nowhere even near halfway with the skill tree. You look at my workbenches, I'm only on like level 2 on some of them. I think the maximum is level 3. Like I'm not really crafting any higher level guns. I'm not finding any higher level guns. I'm still like crafting a lot of basic stuff. Even my game missions is still a lot of the basic stuff. So it feels like it's the way the game is developed is it's meant to like drag out.
Yeah, it's a long-term play. Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going to like, if that's really going to appeal to me, but we'll see. Definitely a little bit more mixed on it, because the fun is a lot of like Animal Crossing fun. Like I feel like I'm playing Farmville sometimes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
because you want to like progress your farm, you want to progress your all the stats and stuff. No, I 100% agree. Like I feel like with those types of games, like you get to a point where you're like, it's almost not worth it to try and collect more of this anymore. Because I remember, like those Facebook games where it's like, this cabin takes 118 hours to build or something like that after you collected all the resources. And it's just like, I'm not waiting 118 hours to build this cabin anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see. I mean, like, I don't really have any other multiplayer game on my radar besides probably trying High Guard for a day and then seeing when Marathon comes out. But, and I'm playing this casually. I was hoping more of my friends would be into it, but I haven't been able to successfully, even though it was talked about a lot in our friend group and it was hyped up a lot in our friend group, no one committed, and it feels like the wave has since passed. So I'm really only playing with Jawad and Talha, who you both know. They did a special episode with us last year. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a little bit more mixed on it. Obviously, I was like really high on Dispatch. I'm going to play Dispatch one more time, and then I think I'm going to move on to my next kind of single player game. But anyway, I'll talk more about Arc Raiders for sure.
Nice.
Once I have more thoughts about it. But that's it for this episode, Derwin. Did you have anything else you wanted to bring up?
Nope. I am all set. I'm going to play some more Indiana Jones after editing, and that's it. I really want to roll credits on it. Like I know I'm close. I'm so close.
Nice. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That's the one on my backlog too, from like 2024 that I never got to in 2025, and now it's 2026.
You got to play it. I like it. I love it. It's like watching an Indiana Jones movie.
One day I really need to exploit like a good month of like Xbox Game Pass, play a bunch of Game Pass games back to back to back. Just get the best bang out of that $35 a month.
We'll see.
Up, I think Ninja Gaiden 4, Outer Worlds 2, Indiana Jones.
I'm so excited to play Fable. I actually am super. Really? I think if that one like shadow drops, I'll probably pick that up.
See, I need to see more of it. I don't think it's going to shadow drop. No way, dude.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big release for sure, but I'm excited. Like I've always wanted to play the Fable games when I was younger, but I was too young to play them.
Yeah, they're pretty rated M, I remember. I want to play that Super Meat Boy game. That's the one game I want to hear about. That Super Meat Boy 3D.
Interesting.
Supposed to come out March 2026. That's the game I want to play from Xbox.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, but we'll talk about that next week on another special episode where we take a look at the 2026 releases, both those that have a date and those that don't. So stay tuned for us and join us then. But if you enjoyed what you listened to, please leave us a like, subscribe. We are the Slow Run Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. And that is our friend of the show, Maisie, over there. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Take care, guys. See you, Maisie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Little spider that hops on you. Oh my god. Stupid webcam. Okay, let's try this.
No. One. It's just one. It's just one. Oh my god. Dude, I was dying when I was editing that short.
I saw that short. That's hilarious. I love how all our other shorts was like 2K views and that one was like 0 because everybody probably like it didn't show up on anyone's algorithm because like the algorithm was like, what is this even anyway?
Oh, it was so good though. I died.